This video is about my custom-built Autologger, how it works and how it's made. This is something that's really useful if you have a lot of different accounts where you interact between them very often. And of course, it's also useful if you just don't like having to type in your details yourself all the time. What it is just a little Java GUI that I run straight out of Eclipse. It has individual buttons for each of my 3 members' accounts, as well as 10 buttons for each of my free-to-play accounts. It also has a button to do all 3 accounts at once, as you'll see right here. There's 4 classes that work together to make this program run: basics.java, coordinate.java, GUI-logger.java, and autologger.java. I won't show everything though, because there's definitely not passwords stored in plain text in source code. Because I would never do something like that. Basics.java contains the state information for the program in a static way. Looking back, it was probably a bad idea to make everything static, but it felt like it would have been weird to make an object called basics. Sometimes I think about refactoring the code, but it wouldn't make it any better, and I'm not making it publicly available anytime, so I think it would just be XP waste. This state information allows the program to work on one particular screen or monitor. That's why there are 2 versions of JScreenX and JScreenY. At one point I was using a version of this on my laptop when I used Escape on a laptop. I would just uncomment the other version of the JScreenX and JScreenY. The coordinates high-risk PvP world, high-risk world, and continue button allow the program to handle the extra warnings that's given to you before you enter those worlds. I'm skipping over a lot of irrelevant and needlessly confusing code. The setMouse and resetMouse functions help the program to work on any monitor or screen where the JScreenX and JScreenY variables have been established. Those variables correspond to the position of the game on a particular computer. The L-click and R-click functions just click the left and right mouse buttons with a certain minimum speed. I don't think R-click is actually used anywhere, but I made it just in case I would need it. Autologger objects store the information to log in one particular account, so there's one for every single one of my accounts. So again, storing usernames and passwords like this is bad from a perspective of professional software development, but for personal use it really doesn't matter. So when an object is constructed, the username and password is stored, and also a hash map that allows the keys to be typed is populated. The log function logs in the account. It checks the colors of certain pixels on the screen to see if you're trying to log into a special type of world. It then iterates through the username and password and types in the characters. The GUI-logger.java uses Java Swing to make the GUI. At the beginning of the file, the autologgers are all created, but this is not shown. There's a button created for every account, as well as an all 3 button which logs in all 3 of my members' accounts at once. Every button has an action listener that calls the log function for that particular autologger that's associated with a particular account. Lastly, I set the frame size so it's not obnoxiously big. Set it to actually exit on close so that when you close the GUI, the program actually stops running. And of course, set it to be visible so you can actually see it. Alright, so that's how I log in so quickly. I know I skipped over a lot of the details, but I just wanted to show how it works at a high level. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Now if I could be a stereotypical YouTuber for 1 second and get you to like and subscribe, that would be great. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, don't bother, because I haven't tweeted anything for about 5 months.